What's going on, Madden 17 players? It's your boy Skateboardians Skates, and I got a couple questions to ask you before you even, go into this video. Are you finding the right blitz for you, but you still getting beat up in the flats? Are you finding yourself doing a blitz, but it ain't coming in because they max protecting on your ass, or they using a check and release? You know what I'm saying? Shit like where you sit in heat, but they beat you up top. You know what I mean? All my plays on the defensive side of the ball is to cover, getting beat deep or getting killed on the flats. So with that being said, man, I don't knock any blitz that's out here, man. I've ran across some crazy ass blitzes, and definitely, man, if you have a good blitz, I hope it works. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm all about coverage. I'm gonna change the way that you think about defense. It's not always about the blitz. It's always about how do you cover the guy in the field. Because if that blitz doesn't come in, your ass is grass. So what am I talking about? Okay, let's say, I come out in a blitz in the bear, right? And my man, I'm gonna play pinch Michael, right? And my man comes out. What can I do? Let's run my play that I like running a lot. I don't think we got it up in this formation, but actually, let me see. Oh, there it is. It actually is up in the Falcons playbook, man. Let's run this shit, man. This would be good to show. A play that I like to use often. The 4 verticals, right? Now, I'm going to set it up on the defensive side of the game, which is pretty much just man a line, crush my line over, and, that's it. Slide my line to the right, whatever. Or to the left. It doesn't matter. But that's how the blitz is normally set up. Now, it's me being up on the offensive side, and I see that guys are stacked like that. I'm just going to go ahead and, max protect, shit like that. And I'm going to keep a check down. This is my play on how I like it. This is how I run this, right? So anytime I notice that, the blitz can come in, but you're still susceptible to shit like that. You're getting done like that, that's no bueno. You know what I mean? That's not good. So what I thought about was, how in the hell can I sit up here and send heat but not get beat deep or beat up in the flats? So that got me up in the lab, right? And the play that I came up with, man, and I'm gonna show gameplay footage, man, because I don't, now that I've been, playing these games a lot, and guys always ask, well, where's the gameplay footage, man? I'm gonna show you guys. It works. It shut down guys online. I've literally ran this shit the whole game just to see what they can do, if they would adjust. But it's out the 2-3-6 wheel, and the play, I know that you guys are gonna be, like, what the fuck? But it's cover 3 match. It's a new formation put in the game of Madden 17, and goddamn, man, it's really tough. Let me see. We're gonna go up against random, right? The only thing that I'm gonna do on this side of the ball, all right, is with this guy right here, the outside blitzer. All right, now you can leave him up on this blitz, you know what I mean, and QB contain, you know what I mean, where you can get pressure. Let's say if they're running the ball heavy, you know what I mean, it'll do great. Let me see if I'm actually in a run play right now where I can actually show this off. Yeah, perfect. So this is how it would look, essentially to stop the run. They come in, they clamber down. All right, that's number one. They're very, very aware up on the run. They get in their run fits and they blow it up immediately. So that's a good, look right off the bat. Secondly, if they start passing the ball, right? Again, this is your formation. This is the only guy that you want to adjust. Everybody else, leave them alone. Typically, what guys would do in cover 3 shells, look, they would try to hit you with like a post route right over the middle or some shit like that. That's where you can go ahead and put him in a deep blue. So now where it looks like a cover 4 shell, but they're also in match still. Now, if I was to pass the ball, let me see what they got for me here. Let's go ahead and go 4 verticals, okay? Now I won't be susceptible to anything on the pass side of the game. This is what I'm talking about, man. It's adjustments. It's making great adjustments, great reads on the defensive side of the ball on when to do certain things. If they're starting to beat you deep, it's simple. Take this guy off his blitz and you put him in a deep zone. That's common sense. But if you want to get pressure on the line of scrimmage, right? I found it very, very easy of just taking away their tight end and the running back. So what I would typically do is I would man him up on the running back, just like so, and the play would be set. The block sheds are going to get in because this year they're very overpowered. So you don't really have to send so much pressure. And I try to tell guys that it's not about pressure. It's about the block sheds. Just let them work. Typically, I would user this guy once I manned him up with the running back, and I would just play this zone. Everything coming in here, I'm playing that zone. So as soon as the tight end comes off the block or off the line of scrimmage, I'm going to follow him up, and then I'm going to lurk the middle. Anything of a post route. I'm already knowing that I got number 38 right up over here, Parker. He's going to be playing anything of a post route, you know, to the 20-yard line if the tight end is going on a corner route. And if the guy is coming inside for a post route, I'm going to be covering that shit. And everything on the left is going to be locked up. So I'm not tripping about any of that. And if you really have to make a certain adjustment, you could put this guy here, Nelson, on a flat to guard number 80 right here. So it's never a play where you can get beat. All right, and we all know on how to make adjustments, you know, without moving our guys. All you have to do is hit triangle, and then if you look over to the right side, the right analog stick, it'll tell you over the top coverage, it'll tell you underneath coverage, inside or outside. Outside basically covers anything of corner routes, shit like that. Underneath stops flats, over the top stops anything deep, and inside is typically when you're in man coverage to stay inside of your offensive guy. I'm sorry, I'm tongue tying this shit. Inside plays inside of the coverage. I'm also gonna tell you another feature, man, that you guys probably haven't been using. But triangle, X, and pretty much if you hit any of the offensive icons, let's say Julio Jones is the #1 guy. I'll click him, right? If you look down now, it'll say spotlight that receiver. Now my guy Phillip Gaines on the left side is going to play Julio Jones tighter than what he normally does. I always do that with the #1 wide receiver on the field. Let's say if I press my guys, right? See, I'm pressing, but I don't feel safe with pressing Julio Jones because we know he got great, you know, release. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit triangle, individual, click on Julio Jones, and instead of spotlighting him, I'm going to use the right analog stick and back off. You see what I just did there? Now I'm still in press coverage, but all I did was take off one side. So now I'm not susceptible to the deep ball with Julio Jones. That's little key tips, man, that you guys got to start looking at with messing with these toggles, man, and messing with the manual adjustments. It's all up to you on making adjustments. You do not need a crazy ass blitz. I'm trying to tell you, beat your man with coverage. Block sheds are crazy good this year, and all you need to do is believe in yourself and stay confident in the game plan. Do not go around putting this guy in a spy, this guy in a blitz, this guy up in a purple zone and shit like that, and then you fuck up the whole play, and then you don't even know what the hell you're doing, and then they quick hike you because you're trying to make all these damn adjustments. Stop the bullshit. Just get back to the basics. The basics of what I'm telling you with this play is very simple, bro. Only guy that you need to be maneuvering is this man right here. This guy that's blitzing on the edge. And I would typically usually man him up with X or man him up with R1 just so I don't get beaten flat. And I'm usering this guy. Where am I usering him at? I'm using him as soon as he get up on his route to the 20-yard line because I know my guy Ron Parker over here is in the purple zone, so he's going to cover anything on this side. So what I have to do is cover the middle, and then come back down for anything of an in route with number 80 over here or potentially with square over here. So that's all you have to do, man. Cover 3 match is the shit this year. If you're not using it, I'm telling you, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Let's go ahead and let's just run this how it is. I'm gonna find a good play to get out of. A lot of guys like running a jumbo, so let's run something about the jumbo. I'll use the stretch for instance, right? Here we go. Let's get into it because I think guys really need to, you know, see how this shit really works, and that it pretty much stops everything. It's all up to you on the adjustment side of the game. So here again, all I'm gonna do is man up circle. All right, because typically circle is the guy that they're gonna end up using on like a drag, or let's say he's gonna go on that cross route. So here, even though I'm up in a stretch play, right? This is how I'm looking. You can typically leave him up on his blitz like that, and that would be great. But you can also bring down Parker if you ever see, you know what I mean, this type of formation. You can bring down your safety, and I would spread out that guy, and that's it, you know, to stop a jumbo. And then typically with this guy, all you're going to do is shoot the gaps down here, okay, or you're going to blow up the spot for the dive here. That's all you're doing. Cover 3 match is amazing, man. I'm trying to tell you. So here we go. I'm going to run the stretch here. Look at the way that they just shut this shit down. There's nothing really that you can pick up on this defense, man. It's really tough. And like I said, the block sheds get in. It's all about personnel as well. You want to have fast guys on the edge. You know what I'm saying? Typically, here and out here. That's it, man. That's all I'm asking, is to put speed out there. It's all about personnel and making adjustments. Please go through this video, take your time and listen to what I'm telling you, man. I know that you guys want the quick blitzes, but I'm trying to warn you, every blitz can be beat. You've heard these guys say this shit before, and I've even told you that. Every blitz can get beat. So I'm giving you something foolproof that can't be beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is the greatest blitz, but I'm telling you it's damn near there. So what I'm saying is, try it out. If it doesn't work for you, I've given you 3 other videos on good coverage. I don't want to keep putting out blitz videos. I feel like YouTube is going to be over flooded with blitz videos. Anybody can do the shit, but can anybody show you on how to stop the pass and the run and get some pressure in? I doubt it. So here I am again with the play. All I'm going to do is man up R1. Here I am. Got my play. Let's go ahead into a pass play here. You can QB contain. It doesn't matter, man. It's so much shit that you can do up out of this. Let's go for the quick slant here. And just watch the coverage, man. There's absolutely nobody to throw it to. And the only reason why Julio got that was because he's fucking Julio Jones. So, man, like I said, man, like, comment, and subscribe. Smash the fuck out the like button. I'm going to show you gameplay footage, you know what I mean, to pretty much show you what it does, you know, in-game speed. And again, the only guy that I'm making adjustments to is the outside blitzer. Like I said, you can leave him on the blitz, therefore you can get more pressure, or you can simply put him up in a deep blue, you know what I mean? You can put him up in a flat, you know, just like so, where you have a cover 3 Mabel look on the right side of the field. You can put him, you know, in a spy, just in case if he's running wild up on you. This is the guy that you only make an adjustment to. Everybody else you leave alone. Again, if they're beating you with a play up top, like let's say the PA wide receiver in, I recommend that you put this guy in a deep blue. That will shut that shit down. Now you have a cover 4 look, but everybody's covered up. I'm telling you, man, put this up in your playbook. I hope it works for you. Again, I'm all about keeping you safe from, you know, the deep ball and making sure that you got good coverage on the field. That's all I'm worried about, man. I hope this works for you. Like I said, here's some gameplay footage, man. I hope you guys enjoy.
Territory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Being chased out left. And he'll just... Throwing his Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. 10-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. But I think the ball's out.